My head in the frame. Is the camera centered? Never is, it seems with me. Hello everyone, my name is Pierce. I also go by Ekpap on the internet like my channel name. Today we're going to be talking about something that is really important to me, as it should be. We're going to be talking about art. Now, I'm not a professor, so I don't have a lot of super duper academic authority on this subject. I've just kind of read a lot of things and researched today for this video. But we're going to be talking about the importance of art. The importance of art to economics, the importance of art individually, the importance of art for all that stuff. First, before we talk about the importance of art, we're going to need to define art. Now, to define art, I'm going to look to Understanding Comics, The Invisible Art by Scott McCloud. If you haven't checked out this book, I would highly recommend it. It is phenomenal. Also, I should say all rights reserved to Scott McCloud. This video is not getting monetized. I have 356 subscribers. I see you guys. Scott McCloud defines art as, and I quote, "Art, as I see it, is any human activity which doesn't grow out of either of our species' two basic instincts, survival and reproduction." And this entire page is like what I'm talking about here, and I'll show some pictures of it. I can't show all of it per the copyright. But it shows a caveman running after a lady caveman, but then the caveman dude like loses track of the caveman lady, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, frickin' saber cat comes up and like roar. Saber cat chases him. Obviously, caveman's gonna run because of survival, the other basic instinct, and he's gonna jump in a tree to avoid him. But what's gonna happen is the tree's on the edge of a cliff, so the saber cat is gonna go over the cliff naturally. And normally after the saber cat tumbled down the cliff and the caveman was alright, he'd be like, alright, I'm gonna look for the lady again, or oh, I'm gonna go find food for survival, both rooted in reproduction or survival. But what he does instead, he does this to the saber cat as it goes down the cliff. And I'll show you the illustration right here because it's kind of great. Scott McCloud defines that as art. Now, why does he define that as art? It's because it is done out of the motivation other than survival or reproduction. It's done out of the motivation of expression of self and exploration of humanity and exploration of our purpose. I'm going to talk about this a lot more. I'm not going to spoil it because copyright. So, what is the value of art per terms of that definition? That definition gives us a lot to work with because, therefore, if art is anything other than survival or reproduction, you watching this video could be you exploring art. And me making this video could itself be art. Heck, even hiking could be art. The expression of self through seeking nature, or photography obviously is an art, or playing video games, or making movies, or making desk tables, or airplanes, or if you're Elon Musk, freaking spaceships that go to Mars. Like, dude, there's so many opportunities for art in our life, and the economic value of that is incredible. Think about all the roads that have been engineered, all of the businesses that have been designed, and the logos for thus businesses, and thus you have good economics coming out of art. So that's one of the important things of art, is the economics that come out of it, and also the expression of humanity. But one of the really important things that I want to touch on here is, it's actually talked about by a coding YouTuber who made a video about pixel art, and his name is Alvin Rowe. I'm going to link the video that I'm quoting, either this corner or that corner, but it's a great video. Highly recommend you watch if you're into pixel art or that sort of thing. He says, and this is loosely quoted, not the same thing, he says, "Art forms have been able to express emotions and go beyond language borders, distances, and words. You might be able to describe this in a one-word feeling like yearning or perseverance. But even this doesn't truly capture the full humanness of art. By humanness, I don't just mean the quality that makes us human, but the trait of art that captures the beautiful side of humanity. The purpose of art in every video game we make, every movie we produce, every novel that is written, every painting that is brushed, is to explore our state as people. Every human that exists wants to taste that inexplicable trait that transcends humanity and redeems us from being animals into something indistinguishable yet undeniable. This is why experiencing art is not a waste of time, but rather one of the most fulfilling things we can touch upon." And you'll find this similar sort of answer in a lot of podcasts and a lot of TED Talks and a lot of books. This idea that art is both the exploration, the expression, and the discovery of who we are as people, and the defining of us as humans. In a lot of ways, art is what makes us human. Sure, some animals create art, like you can see monkeys painting stuff, but there's an amount of thoughtfulness and creativity that comes from humans that really does define our species and really does set us apart. Take this with what you will. So, like, next time you have homework that's due and you're procrastinating it by scrolling through Pinterest, looking at graphic design logos, remember the importance of that experience. Remember the importance of how the experience of that artwork you're seeing, or the sketches you're drawing in your math textbook, or the little tiny blurbs of poetry you're writing in your essays. Remember the importance of that, and remember the importance of the humanity that comes with it, and how much influence it has on who you are becoming, who you were, and who you are. Art is important not just because it offers economic value, but because it allows you to be human. So, that was the end of the video. I don't know what else to say. Maybe I'll do more research, make a part 2 of this in 2021 when COVID-19 isn't destroying all of my social relations with my friends and family. But yeah, thank you guys for watching all the way through. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. Peace.
Why did I ever let you go? Mama Mia, now I really know.